Welcome back to Charlie Mike Woodworks and Design. As always, stay safe, stay alive. We are building a wooden wall mosaic. It's eclipse inspired. All I'm doing is taking a board, 3/4 inch, pine that is already essentially cut to about 2 1/4, and I'm ripping them in about 1 inch wide strips. Okay, now we're going to take these boards and we're going to lop off a 45-degree angle off one side and measure out to 1.5 inches and start cutting a whole bunch of diamonds. Have my little stop block there, and I'm going to make a whole bunch of cuts. Charlie Mike Woodworks and Design. We exist primarily to show those who suffer from PTSD and depression, specifically veterans, law enforcement, and anybody, that there are safe alternatives to any kind of self-medicating or anything else, so that way that they hopefully will get some help. So we measured out the backboard. Now we're finding the center of the backboard. And why the center is important is because everything has to be laid out specifically from the center. This just fell from the ceiling. Let's see if you can zoom in. There we go.
I decided to go with just a regular old triangle out here on the outsides, and I can fill in as we get to it with some of these as we go around. So, which I think I actually like that a little bit better.
Of course, we're going to do a little bit of light sanding on all the pieces, and there's a lot to sand. Then I'm going to go in, and you'll see here just a second when I start spray painting. Now, it was raining outside, so I had to spray paint indoors, and yes, I was wearing a mask. And I will not spray paint anymore because I didn't like the way that it turned out. Got a little something on that piece, wiped it off, drove on. Charlie Mike. I will put down in the description the reasoning behind why I chose the colors that I chose. Kind of went for a little bit of a southwestern kind of flair, I guess. But yeah, I'll put that in the description. Okay, and now we're doing the general layout. Now, I will say this is another lesson that I learned, which is to make sure that you not only have a good numbering system, but that you also remember the numbering system.
Okay, I just about had a crap fit because I had this over here like this, and stuff wasn't lining up, and I'm like, oh, what in the world? And I was like, wait a second, let me do this. All right, what? So I figured it out. Now we're going to glue them down and put some super glue down there and make that stick a little bit better.
Okay, and just because I wasn't happy, I decided to add these little pieces, which I painted red, and I ended up putting them around. Please like, share, and subscribe. I used a whole bunch of glue and a whole bunch of dumbbells that were sawdust covered, and this is what I came out with. The exposed parts of the backboard, because I wanted this to remain looking like the sun, I used a jigsaw to cut them out. And this, kids, is why you paint all the sides when you're originally painting. And don't use spray paint.
Well, we are done. I tell you what, it was fun. I enjoyed this. There's definitely a few things that I've learned. I'm sharing with you right now. Number one, no spray paint. Hope you can read all of that. Number two, paint stain, gel, whatever you're going to do, not spray paint, all the sides. Makes it a lot easier. And number 3, betterer, numbering system. That's pretty much it. Thank you very much for coming along with me on this journey of making this first wall mosaic. I'm going to do a lot more in the future. Think this was a good start. Charlie Mike.